Yes, guys, it finally arrived. Been up since 9 o'clock this morning waiting for this, and it's finally arrived. So here we're gonna go. The unboxing of the Xbox Series X 1TB edition. On the back, obviously with the Halo Infinity, it's not out on launch day, but it will definitely be out at some point in the future in 2021. Power your dreams is a slogan that they've gone for this generation for Xbox. And let's get into it, guys. There it is, guys. With a nice little label, Power Your Dreams. To be fair, it's probably the best packaging as far as presenting a next generation console that I've ever seen. Normally you've got to go through all like the styrofoam and all that kind of stuff to get through to the console. But there it is in all its beauty. Xbox Series X. Next we're going to take it out of the box and just obviously look at it from all angles. And there we go, guys. Out of the packaging. It is quite tall for a console. Obviously I think most people will kind of obviously put it standing rather than lying down, even though you can. But obviously I just think for obviously the fan, which is obviously located on the top, even though it just looks like a green kind of plastic vent. That's where the fan's located to keep this overpowered system, especially potentially delivering that 120 per frames games. I know it won't be all games at launch today, but eventually all the studios, especially the recent ones Microsoft's acquired, is definitely going to be able to produce with all this technology inside this little box. And on the back, to be fair, it's quite heavy, but obviously it's all compact, especially compared to the PlayStation, where yes, this is very heavy, but PlayStation is definitely a lot bigger than this console. Still bottom here, obviously you've got your cables, your HDMI, your Ethernet, obviously your power supply, and obviously a few more air vents to allow the cooling of the system. Definitely going to be enjoying starting this up later. And obviously on the side it does have a few I guess rubber pads. Yeah, rubber pads for you to obviously put down on the side, which I'll do now. There it is on the side. It doesn't look obviously too bad, but I think definitely standing up would be the way to go for most people, depending on obviously where you're putting it. Obviously if you're putting it under your TV, where obviously you've got a unit, then I'm guessing maybe standing up won't be available to you. But definitely it's not bad if you have to resort to doing that. But obviously on the bottom you do have like a rubber kind of circle on the bottom, so it won't slide around when you're standing up, so you shouldn't have to worry about the console potentially sliding around on anything and any surface. So the next bit now, we're going to look in just side the box as far as the cables and a few other little accessories that you may get with it. So in the box, let's look if I could get this out. Just primarily, obviously, by now, if you don't know how to put batteries on the back of a controller, then I would definitely be worried. But I have an Elite controller anyway, so I don't need to worry about any of that. But obviously this just tells you kind of, you know, what each slot is for, with a USB, Ethernet. And surprisingly on this one, the expansion storage that they're allowing you to do, but that will obviously cost you a pretty penny. But I think 1TB should definitely do for most gamers if you kind of stick to a, you know, couple of games. But if you're definitely into more games, you'll definitely have to buy the expansion storage cards that the Xbox are definitely offering. But as far as that, don't need that. Open up here, you get the controller. Obviously Xbox are pretty much same controller as last generation, but they've got the share button in the middle. To be fair, it does seem a little bit better. Not entirely great, but a bit more grip on the back buttons. I haven't gone with that glossy finish as like the last ones did. And the sticks, the thumbsticks, they seem to be a bit more closer to the Elite controller that I have. It primarily is, to be fair, it's like the Elite controller, but you don't get the options of the paddles on the back. Obviously, like I say, you get the batteries they put in the back. They've changed the D-pad up, which hopefully allows you to be a bit more responsive when you're in games. But other than that, that's a controller. Nice matte black finish on that. So that's definitely good. Just get a little shot of the controller comparison. Nice shot of the controller comparison next to the Xbox. So it's pretty tall. And then the next bit is obviously the cables. Obviously it's a standard by now. This is obviously the new HDMI 0.2 one. Like I said before, earlier in the video, this will definitely help with the latency. Obviously from Xbox to your PC monitor or your TV, so there shouldn't be too much delay. It hopefully shall allow you to enjoy a better gaming experience. And then obviously just your standard power cord, to be fair, which seems a lot shorter than past previous ones. So hopefully this won't be an issue for some people if you've got to extend past desks or units or whatever where you're putting it. So I don't think you'll be able to kind of put this up in high places if you obviously sockets are very low on the wall. So I would definitely have to check out for that, guys, and just see how that goes for people. Otherwise you might have to get an extension cord. But other than that, that's just obviously your guarantee of Microsoft. And to be fair, that's pretty it as far as the box. So like I say, guys, that's definitely everything you get. All back in. Also, they've got a little Xbox logo on the bottom on the left hand side of the console. But that's how it is, obviously out in the open with the controller. Really nice presentation, and I'm really looking forward to starting to use this console. Been using the Xbox X for the last 12 months, so I'm hoping that myself, plus obviously everyone else who's managed to get one of these on day launch, or hopefully in the next month or so leading up to Christmas. I know with the COVID, the supply and demand has been obviously crazy, but I'm hoping everyone is able to get one of these. I know I have a few friends who have been searching for one of these, and it's been very difficult with the demand, but hopefully everyone will be able to get the experience that everyone deserves. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. This has just been a quick unboxing of the Xbox Series X, and definitely within the next week or so I'll be getting some live streams in on Dan Mac YouTube, and hopefully I'll see everyone soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye bye.